What's going on, my friends? Coach Matias, Direct Sales Pro, coming at you. Just took the dogs out for a run up here in northern Nevada, not too far from the house. You can kind of see the little valley I live in here, about 20 miles, or excuse me, 15 to 20 miles north of Reno towards like Portola and Quincy, California and stuff like that. So anyways, originally from Sacramento, grew up in Sacramento. I was actually born in Argentina, Buenos Aires, Argentina, moved to the United States in 1992. And the reason I'm sharing that with you is because I'm super excited. This last Friday, 2 days ago, I became a US citizen. I came here in 1992. I was 4 years old. My family immigrated from Argentina. Excuse me, I've been running, so I had a little saliva there. Immigrated from Argentina. We were, bottom of the bottom, pretty much. I call like underneath the barrel. People say at the bottom of the barrel. We were underneath the barrel, so you had to still lift up the barrel, crawl out the outside of it, get to the bottom of it, and then make your way back out. And my parents were hardworking, and they had the opportunity to come to the United States, and that's what we did. My mom became an entrepreneur and started her cleaning business. She worked for Mary Maids at first, and she saw these huge checks. She was making like $6.75 an hour, and she saw these huge checks that these houses were leaving $150, $250 for like one time a week of cleaning. And she's like, man, I'm making like a tenth of that, like less than 10% of that. And she's like, I could do this on my own. So she started putting out her own flyers and got a bunch of clients, and she built a very nice business. My dad got into the airline business and has worked for the airlines and is happily retired in Florida. I have a sister that is married into the military. She's been traveling all over the world. She's got 3 beautiful kids. They live out in Fort Benning. And then there's me. I grew up very athletic in terms of I love playing sports. I played competitive basketball. I played competitive soccer. I got to represent at one point the youth national pool for the U17 World Cup back in 2004, I think it was. In fact, Josie Altador and Michael Bradley were some of the guys that were in that group as well. Some good friends of mine too that I grew up with in Sacramento. So sports has been my thing. In high school, it was right in 2004, 2003, 2006 was my high school years pretty much. I always remember because 2003 is when LeBron James was drafted. So that was kind of my yes type of thing. I got to see Michael Jordan play, but I never got to see LeBron play. I never got to see Michael play except for I think one game, but I've seen LeBron play multiple times. So that's kind of been my role model in terms of athletics. And of course, I love Messi and I love all types of footballers. But soccer really hasn't gotten so big here until like the last 10, 15 years. So even growing up, I would watch soccer on Sundays. I'm a Boca Juniors fan from Argentina. My dad would sit me there on Sundays and we would watch, Argentine soccer. And then during the week, I would watch, Monday Night Football. And then I would also watch basketball, which are, I love the sports. Not big into baseball. I respect it. I just never really grew up playing it. It was more of just pretty much basketball and soccer and some flag football and stuff like that. But anyways, so I became a citizen. I'm super happy. I started this journey back in 2006. I was a senior in high school, and I saw all these people making money doing real estate, and they were just absolutely killing it. Guys that are working at AmeriQuest, probably you don't know those companies. Those are big mortgage companies that pretty much defaulted and went bankrupt, but a lot of them were just, I had friends making a lot of money, and I didn't really understand finance. I didn't really understand, if it was legitimate what they were doing or not, but I just saw success. I saw lifestyles. I saw people, creating results and stuff like that, and I wanted that, and I was willing to do whatever it took. I had some friends or family friends, and I remember when my parents got divorced, this guy that came up to buy the house was driving this brand new Ferrari. His name was Russell, and I asked him, hey, I know you're buying real estate, but what else do you do? And he's like, that's all I've been doing. I've been doing real estate. So that was his endeavor. At the time, I had gotten introduced to network marketing through a friend of mine. I was sitting in my English classroom, and he had gotten prospected at a gas station, and he came up to me in my English classroom and said, hey, I want you to come check out this presentation at the Marriott, the Sheraton Marriott, off of Highway 50 and Sunrise Boulevard right there in Sacramento. And I was like, sure, I'll go check it out. I was just doing real estate. I was cold calling Hispanics, sending direct mail. I was, fully engaged. I put kind of soccer in the back burner. My parents had gone through a divorce, so I had to really step up there, and I saw people making $20,000, $30,000 a month. I was like, I can do that. Right, so I went out there and hustled, and I got into networking, and for the first 2 years I failed. I couldn't really sponsor. I didn't know how to talk to people. The business was very new to me. A lot of people that I was sponsoring had been prospected before, so I was dealing with a lot of challenges, but I happened to be on MySpace one day, and that's what we were using then, and then Facebook and YouTube and Google and all those platforms really became popular, but it was MySpace that kind of led the way originally. I'm sure there's some other social networks before that I didn't know know about other than forms. So I bought this course by a good friend named Jonathan Budd, good mentor of mine, and we went out and started, making YouTube videos and putting out blogs and capture pages and building our email list and creating success on the internet and through network marketing. So we'd sponsor people on the internet, and then we would put them onto online events or offline events, plug them into company conventions, and really company conventions are the key. That's when there's thousands and thousands of people there. I mean, if you're doing home meetings and hotel meetings and weekly presentations, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're in the financial services and you're doing seminars, I have a great friend in Sacramento that does over $1 million a year in commissions, just doing simply seminars in the life insurance and financial services business. So, whatever it is that you're doing real estate, you're doing open houses, whatever it takes for you to get people in front of your product, your presentations, you just got to go out there and do it. But there is not a faster way, there is a long-term strategy that you can use on the internet. And the internet, I think a lot of people think that the internet is some fast way to do it, and it helps you speed up the process of getting in front of people. But the internet is still a long-term build. I mean, think about it. Everyone has access to it, so you have to think in long-term. Like, you have to think, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, a year, 2 years from now, the audience and the following that you can build off the internet. I've seen guys like Ray Higdon and Tanya Eliza and Cesar Rodriguez, and there's John Melton out there. There's a bunch of people out there that in the space. Todd Falcone, Eric Ward with Network Marketing Pro. All these guys have built these followings over a period of time. It hasn't started in a week or two. In fact, some of them guys have been in network marketing for more than 30 years in the profession of direct sales or networking or financial services or whatever it is, real estate, whatever they're direct selling. Okay, most of these people that have huge followings have been in the business for a long time, so they had established databases. Once they became online, it went viral because people were already following them. So just stay hanging there, right? You got to stay consistent. You got to get plugged in. You got to get mentoring. You got to get training. You got to find the right fit for you. If you're working part-time, doing the evenings, doing the mornings, doing the weekends, it's Sunday today. I'm out here enjoying the day, but I pulled out the phone and I can make a quick video. I mean, this thing is absolutely genius. So quick little inspiration. Happy to be a citizen. The red, white, and blue. Okay, there's nothing like capitalism. There's nothing like a level playing field where you can go out there and do whatever you want. You become a professional. You can become a doctor. You can become an entrepreneur. You can become a teacher. You can do whatever you want out there. That's the beauty of being an American. And think about it. If we didn't have that platform, how would you be able to create results? You would always have to work a job. Think about it that way. So anyways, my friends, checking out Coach Matias here with Direct Sales Pro. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.